let's do a Marvel video. Welcome back, guys, this is Geek here. Yes, I've got my Infinity Gauntlet out because we're going to talk a little bit about Marvel and the upcoming movies. So of course, lots of spoilers, so if you don't want to get anything spoiled at all, don't listen. You may well know all of this stuff anyway, but let's get into it. You've had your warning. So first things first, Spider-Man Far From Home trailer dropped not too long ago, and some people still don't quite know when it takes place. I thought everybody knew, but apparently some don't, so just in case you don't know, it's definitely 100% after the events of Endgame. So yes, there's a spoiler in itself, Spider-Man will definitely come back, and we pretty much assumed everyone that was sort of clicked away will come back one way or another. And there's a burning question of what popular sort of big Avengers character is gonna die, if any, and quite a lot of people think Captain America, and quite a lot of people think Iron Man. Well, if you were watching the trailer recently for Spider-Man Far From Home, you'd be sort of forgiven for maybe wondering, is Tony Stark going to be okay? Robert Downey Jr. has been planning for a long time, he can't continue forever, so even if Iron Man doesn't die, you'd probably think maybe he kind of retires or something like that. So yes, we know Peter survived the snap at least, because we know that Far From Home is after Endgame. And maybe there's some kind of time travel that did that, maybe they're all locked in the Soul World, and so anyone that was snapped out of existence can just be brought back out of the Soul Stone, or something like that. But maybe in doing whatever they needed to do to defeat Thanos, some people didn't quite make it, and Tony Stark could be one. And the fact that he's not in the trailer kind of maybe says he wasn't, as I just said. But of course, the most obvious reason he's not in the trailer is they don't want to spoil it. They don't want to spoil the fact that he has survived, and so they've kept it sort of under wraps and it'll be a secret later on. But that's not fun. That's not fun to theorise about, so let's pretend that that's not the case. What evidence have we got that he dies? Well, we see Peter's going on a school trip, and he's quite eager to go on that school trip.
Peter Parker here to pick up a passport, please.
You know, maybe he kind of needs a break from all the stuff that's just happened. He also, to begin with, doesn't want to take his suit with him.
Pack your suit. I just want to go on my trip with my friends.
And that could be because, you know, he sees that and he thinks, I failed. You know, it reminds him that Tony perished. He couldn't stop it. Whatever happened to him, he couldn't save him. And so he just wants to not think about the superhero element for a while. I mean, if everything turned out right, why would he be so excited about going away and leaving his suit? I mean, he's already lost his actual father. He lost his father figure, Uncle Ben. And then Tony Stark was undoubtedly another father figure. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to have his suit that reminds him of Tony going also inside the suitcase that Ben left him. You know, it's Ben's suitcase. Maybe that's all just too much of a memory to take for now. And you got to remember, the first one to get Spider-Man involved in the Avengers was Tony Stark. And in the movie Spider-Man Homecoming, he's heavily in there. He takes him under his wing and he makes sure Happy's with him to, you know, protect him or keep tabs and all that kind of stuff. And you think, well, Happy's in the trailer, so Tony's still got Happy working for him.
Sorry I'm late. Happy.
You look nice.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. New dress?
Yes, it is. How'd you know?
What just happened?
That to me isn't evidence that Tony's around. That to me is evidence that Happy wants to continue to look after Peter, because that's what he knows Tony, his friend, who died, would want him to do. And yes, this is a big reach. This is a big reach. We don't know for sure. Like I say, it's probably just that he's not in the trailer for now, but they don't want to spoil it, and he's fine. But, you know, it's a couple reasons that maybe Tony didn't make it. Now let's talk about Endgame a little bit. Now there's been some sort of leaked images online, and some people are adamant these are fake, and some people are adamant they're real. Apparently there's been some kind of confirmation that they're legit, but I can't find any evidence of that. But we'll take a look at these images, and it's of toys. Now, toys are often a good indication of what's going to happen in movies, like Star Wars and Marvel do it all the time. A set of toys will come out, or images at least will be out, which references what's going to happen in the movies, which seems crazy because it does spoil the movies, but it is a good indication and usually does work, of course, if the toys are real. First thing I have to say is these toys look awful though. Like, if these are legit and not some fake knockoffs, they're terrible. They just look so bad. The faces are so bad. But anyway, they're in these white suits, some of the characters, and this was something that's already been leaked before, and these are apparently potentially like some quantum realm suits, because they look a little bit like Ant-Man's suit. So the theory is that maybe they're going into the quantum realm to use its time vortexes to do some time travel to try and reverse the snap or whatever they're going to do. And there was some leaked promo art which does match how these characters look in the toys, so I don't know, it seems like it could be legit. And the other thing it kind of spoils or confirms if they're real is the fact that Valkyrie has clearly survived. Now, she was on the Asgardian ship when Thanos came along and attacked it, and we weren't sure who survived, if anyone really. I mean, I think Thor mentions that half his people survived, something like that. But, you know, we know that if this toy is real, she survived and she'll be in Endgame. Which is great, because she's a great character, and it also would hopefully mean some of the other characters from Thor Ragnarok also survived, because they're great as well. But yeah, I just wanted to share some of that news with you, some potential spoilers, some potential plot pieces. Let me know if you like that, and we can do more videos of this nature when we get more information. I don't know if I want to look at everything, because I want some things to be fresh and new when I go to the cinema to see Endgame. I don't want it all completely spoiled, but you know, we'll see if I can help myself when we get more stuff coming out. So guys, if you like that, please click like, make sure you're subscribed for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, remain to be true believers. Okay, bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.